Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, spiritual career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions slash life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? We have the Ace of Cups reversed, okay? With this Ace of Cups reversed energy, I see here that, there's somebody who is around you. And at this time, this person's intentions towards you are ill intentions, sick intentions. This is someone who's always fantasizing, always daydreaming, always in their head. Okay, this person has a lot of deep desires and dark passions as well. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. So this person feels rejected by you. This is someone who feels like who they are is not attractive to you or in your eyes. Who they are is not your type or your kind. Like this person feels completely neglected by you, abandoned. They feel left out. They feel like you've put them behind a back burner and you're not interested in them. They're not taking the rejection lightly. This person is really upset, mad, angry, and enraged, almost unhinged as well at the fact that they can't have you the way they want. And as I said that, my throat just closed up. It's like this is something this person does not want to believe to be true. They wish they could, take your words or take your throat and make you say what they want to hear. Like, yes, I love you. Yes, we can be together. We have the Magician. So this is someone who's definitely been trying to woo you into wanting to be with them, trying to like prove themselves to you, trying to show up in a particular way in your reality, play a specific role so that like you believe that there's a specific somebody. This person feels like you belong to them or you belong with them. They anticipate seeing you every day. They anticipate hearing your voice. They anticipate engaging with you, in terms of whether you communicate in a specific way or they just see you, monitor you. Bless me. It's like this person is deeply in their heart at this time, but not in a good way. Because what I'm seeing with this person is that they're becoming, bless me, they're becoming angrier, more mad, more enraged, more unhinged at the fact that you don't want them. And it's making them want to plot against you. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. It's making them want to step into the energy of being a trickster, a liar, a manipulator, a con artist. It's making them want to step into the energy of fooling you into being with them, or sort of like having to do things and act in ways that will push them to a direction of like being with you. This is someone who wants you to love them. We have the King of Cups. They want you to love them, but you don't. You don't see yourself with this person. Like within yourself, you've established that this is not someone you want to be with. You were hoping they don't take it personally, this rejection or this negligence. That's how they're perceiving it. Like they're perceiving you not wanting them as negligence and rejection, right? And they're taking it personally because they want to be with you. So whether you've directly rejected this person or indirectly rejected this person, directly would be straightforward. You let them know that you're not about it, you don't care, you really don't want to be with them, you're uninterested, you don't resonate with who they are like that. Like you try to let them down easy. And indirectly could be that the way in which you handle yourself and carry yourself, it's clear or should be clear to them that you don't see them like that, right? But this person, their truth is that they feel they belong with you, you belong with them. They want you to love them, right? They want you to want to be with them. And with the Knight of Wands, this person's also always in their head and in their heart about sleeping with you. Like, how would that be? What would it be like? It's like they're always in their head about it. This person, they have pictures of you on their phone that they're keeping. They have like voice memos that, let's say you're just talking to a specific person at work, they would be there in the background just having the voice memo on so that they record your voice and they can be able to listen to it later. They have pictures and they do the same with pictures. They want to watch them later when they're alone, and they like to masturbate. This is someone that's addicted to porn and masturbation. A lot of men are addicted to porn and masturbation, right? So this is someone who's also on the same wavelength, the same frequency, doing those things. It's like this person looks at you as some form of a prize, but there's something wrong with this person. Like their energy feels very off or creepy or very attached to you. Let's tap in further to this energy. It's like I feel in a rush right now. I feel this sense of urgency. I feel very rushed for some reason, but I feel it's this person's energy. It's like they're very eager, keen, almost like too willing to do anything for being with you. This is definitely somebody who has a dark past. As people, we all have a past. It's either we wear the darkness in our own past, or we experience dark things with dark people. But there's a level of darkness to everyone's past, right? And in this person's past, this level of darkness has to do entirely with who they are. Like this is a person of darkness here who hides behind a smile or a fake persona of kindness, integrity, dignity, respect. They hide behind a certain caliber, image, or reputation. They just hide. They're not really who they come off to be. The true version of who they are, the true version of themselves, is behind the scenes when no one's looking. That's when they pull out all these pictures of you That's when they listen to all these voice memos and they anticipate waking up the next morning because they know you're gonna be at work and they're gonna have time to watch you and stalk you unknowingly. We have the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Wands. This person is planning to do something here, something that could even get them fired or locked up, some form of harassment. They're hoping to like do something to you that creeps you out, but it's like they're hoping that when they do this, you can opt to leave the section or the department or this business, this company, this corporation. They're hoping that they chase you away, because if you don't accept them, they'd rather not have you around because you're too much of a temptation. Like you're too much of like this, red apple energy or forbidden fruit. Like this person is all up in their head, all up in their heart. So they want you to quit, or they want you to get fired so that they don't have to deal with this perverted energy that they're in, because all this person does is masturbate when they get home to your pictures and the voice memos they've recorded. Like they like to ask about you to other people, or they like to also just watch you from the corner of their eye. They always just in your business. They always just in your business. It's like things are not what they seem with this person. A lot of things aren't what they seem in the world, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a concept, an ideology, a philosophy. We've all fallen into certain illusions at a certain time of our life. Like something has had us in a chokehold at some point, whether it's an emotional thing, a mental thing, a physical thing, or spiritual thing, right? We've all found ourselves bound to something that we needed to set ourselves free from, or someone. But it's a part of life where we experience things like that, where we have to awaken because we think something is a particular way, but it isn't. And we awaken and we move on with life. But this is someone who they are is a whole persona, a whole illusion that a lot of people have fallen into. People in the workplace have fallen into an illusion of who this person is, but they're not that. A lot of people see them a particular way, but they're not that. It's like the true version of who this person is. Someone is a dark person, a very dark person. We be surrounded by people all the time, whether it's at work or otherwise. And we don't know their true intentions. We don't know the things they feel or the things they think about or what they do. We just see what we see when they show up in a particular way around us, but we don't know the behind the scenes or the backstory. We don't know. This is someone whose behind the scenes is really dark. Double Ace of Cups reversed. This is someone who people of their past that they've been with can vouch and say that they're a very disturbed man. People that they've dated can vouch and say, no, this is a very disturbed man, mentally and emotionally. They're very disturbed. They're not in alignment. They're not in balance. They very much dark, right? People can vouch for this. People that this man has dealt with in the past can say like, yo, this man comes off a certain way when you first, start off the relationship, but as soon as they have you, the real version of themselves comes out, right? So this is a man that feels like you have to want them, you have to need them. You could have been getting very creepy vibes from this person's like, man, something ain't right. You've been feeling really unsettled in your spirit about this person, and you're not sure why. It's because they're not who they say they are. Things are not what they seem when it comes to this person. It's not like that at all. This man is always after women that are out of his league. He's always after women like that because he feels like, oh, what a good challenge, what a good fight. They love to go against the woman's words, where the woman says, nah, I'm good. They look at it as, you're playing hard to get. And there's that fine line that can get crossed easily because someone can really get in their head and their heart about it. And this is someone whom, even if you were to say, yo, I don't want you, I don't want anything to do with you, they'll want to push your boundaries until you change your mind, or they want to push your boundaries until you see them differently or feel differently about them or think in a different way about the situation. They feel like pushing boundaries shows the other person that they really are in on this and they really want to, have a relationship. It must be real. Like they like to manipulate people into being with them by doing the darkest things. The Hermit to the Two of Cups. So I see printed out pictures of you on this person's wall and things in their car. Maybe you leave a pen in your desk. That's just an example. Or there's something in your desk that they take or have taken before. So you're being called to stay away from this person. If you have to literally file a restraining order or speak to a higher superior at the workplace about it, just make it known, because you're dealing with a predatory energy who's very hungry for you. Like, this is a man who will do anything just to have you, but not in a healthy way. They're very dark in themselves. So the thoughts that cross their mind are as dark as they are. The emotions that they feel are as dark as they are. It's all in unison with their identity. With the Nine of Wands here, this is someone who will bring you utter humiliation, embarrassment, and shame, and a lot of guilt, because this is someone who will break you down as a person and make you regret ever opening your heart up to them, and your body and your mind, things of that nature. They'll make you just regret being open, because they just damage and they bruise, they hurt, they cause pain. They're like that. They just house this darkness within them. And the sinister thing or devious thing about this person is they like to pretend that there's something that they're not, so that everyone else sees them a particular way and no one ever suspects the predator in them. But this is someone who's a predator. Like, they're not right within themselves. They're very out of their body, out of their mind, out of their heart, out of their spirit. They're very insane, like completely discombobulated, not in alignment, not balanced, not in harmony. Like, this person has a lot of issues. They have a lot of darkness that they carry with them, and they have to learn to coexist with it. They have to learn to not let it get in the way of them having to be who they have to be in the world. But that darkness, it follows them and comes out only when they're alone. So they'll do whatever. Oh, I'll show you that, you can want me, or we can work together, or we can do things together. Like, I'll show you that I'm worth it. I'll show you this. I'll show you that. And the whole time you want nothing to do with this man. They just don't want to accept that. That's what makes someone like this dangerous and very delusional. Because they develop their own understanding of you. They develop their own understanding of this situation and what you say. Like, it's all in their head. Very out of balance here. Very out of balance. This man has no clue who they are, if we're being honest, They don't know who they are. They're just good at pretending. And with the Nine of Cups here, they want to pretend that you can trust them, they're a good guy, they have good intentions, but your intuition has been telling you otherwise, beloved. And that's because, your intuition has been trying to alert you about this man, that something isn't right. Even if you don't see what isn't right at this time, but something in your intuition has always just told you that something about this man is not right. Don't go against your intuition. You need sight, the eyes, to prove and confirm what you feel. Allow yourself to trust who you are enough to know that what you feel is real. Something isn't right. Something is not right about this person. And it's not that you're trying to look for something, trying to make something up. You feel it in you. And it's like you can't ignore it, or you can't pretend, or you can't like push it aside. It's because this is a very dark spirited person. You pick up that energy. You pick up that darkness. Okay? So this is to tell you that you need to get away from this person and let people know that are close to you, or even in the workplace, about them. This will send them packing. Like, this person might even move sickness, or like move away like completely, or people around would be aware now. If anything, they'll know, right? So this is for your safety. This message is a safety warning. Okay, I thank you so much for your time, and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine, and I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.